I'm recording now. Yeah.
Hello. Oh, yeah, right, mate. Just popped in a little bit. Okay, guys, welcome back to our second instalment of the Champions League podcast. I'm here with
Baz, the commissioner.
And Ethan, the kid.
The
Lovely.
kid.
Planning to discuss this week. Should we just get straight into it with the round review?
Yeah,
I like
I was got a quick thing to say actually. I've had a big day. I don't know if you guys heard. I was on the radio today. So I'm doing my second shift. They do call me the up and coming kid of radio and podcasting.
Well,
So
you've
get that
definitely
out
got a head for radio, so that's a good start. That is a good
Fucking hell,
start.
man.
Alright, should we start from the top? Big Balls versus John Cock?
Do you want to review last week first?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's what we're getting into.
Fuck me.
No stress.
Second segment of the day, and he's still.
Shit.
Not much to talk about for this one, is there? Well, it was over pretty quickly when Jordan Dawson scores a 170 for you about 3 days after trading him against the bloke that traded him to you as well. That's a bit of an uphill battle, and then
That's stiff as it gets, isn't it?
Aaron Norton 125. 83 from Blake Acres and 85 from Bailey Williams. A ton from Huma Cluggy. It was respectable, but yeah, just the stronger side came out on top at the end of the day. So.
Exactly, and it just goes to show Kareem does rise to the top. Dawson was always going to bounce back eventually, and I just don't know what was going through 2 Meter Peter's head at the time of that trade. But yeah.
The captaincy of Hayden Young really fucking killed him this week as well. 158
But, I mean,
captain.
Hayden Young's been good though, to be fair.
Yeah,
He's
I'm just
dropped
saying,
to
it just didn't turn out well, which is just absolutely
He actually
kills
sat
the
on
chances.
bench for the last quarter. It was the last 20 minutes. He didn't play in the last quarter.
Pretty sure he was injured, I've heard.
Yeah,
It was due to an injury.
To play. Yeah.
interesting.
Yep.
Question
Yeah.
marks?
Well, that was my upset of the week, and Pete's just fucking fucked me over there, so no good.
So,
Fucking
yeah.
fucked me over.
But we all
Yeah.
did tip Baz.
We all
to
tip
miss.
Bazza. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Correct.
It is totally good to see.
All right, what do we got next?
We got George and Hugh, which is actually a very close game. It was about 38 points.
28, is it? 20, 26?
Am I retarded?
28.
No, I can't do
28.
math. It's been a long day on
28
radio.
was-
Big
Right
mo.
at Park
28
Orchards.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taken a 175 from Bailey Dale, and he's still only won by 28 points. So I'd say it's pretty good signs from Max King's army. Although I don't know how many weeks they're going to get a 114 from Lipinski either. So
Nah, he's dog shit.
yeah,
No.
he's not great, is he?
No. I think Joji gets away with one here. Started Boyd, who was the sub. I'm not sure if you knew that, but
Yeah, that's not great, is it?
not great when you are starting a sub. He did actually have Max Holmes on the bench. Did he get DPP? He did. He's
He
a defender
did.
now, so he'll obviously be flicking him back. Which
Yeah,
All
will...
of a sudden, that side actually looks pretty good.
It
to
actually
us,
does
George's
when
side.
you put Holmes in the back line, doesn't it?
This week, and yeah, it's a side that I think I've got better star power, but I just don't. It's a solid side. I don't really want to verse it. To be
solid
honest.
Are we sleeping on this Joji team here?
Well, I think the issue that we talked
on
about last
Dale.
week was that he didn't have a back line.
Yeah.
Because Short got injured and then Dale was the sub, so he literally had no one. But now that Dale's killing it and Holmes gets DPP, his team looks a lot better.
You could almost
Does.
trade short and someone and try and upgrade somewhere else even.
Yeah.
Definitely. If he does that, that will be a team I don't want to face, to be honest.
Yeah.
With
Agreed,
English
agreed.
rolling around the captain.
Yeah,
He's just-
agreed.
He's one of the players. It's just a lock captain. You don't take it off, do you?
City
His
level,
team's starting to look pretty good too. Zach
Tal
Butters
Amon,
is a big in.
defender status as well.
Yeah,
So they can
true.
roll him back with. He probably won't actually. He's got Newman and Andy McGrath back there, so he'd probably keep playing Amon in the midfield. But just brings a bit more depth to the side, doesn't it?
Yep. All right. What about Tyler John versus Pato Pumpsy? Now, no one saw this coming.
Wow.
I think this was a $1.01 favourite, and he's just absolutely shit the bed.
This
I
is
believe
the
sportsbooks had it
$1.01.
suspended, actually.
Yeah.
I think they closed betting. There was some big
This
bets
is-
taken on.
Now, we
Pato Pumpsy.
know that Hayden likes to cheat. He's obviously loaned players in the past, but could there be an inquiry into match fixing here? I think there could be, because this is an
Yeah.
absolute disgrace.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
he had no right to lose that, did he?
No.
You look at Tyler John's side, and there's pretty much one player in that side that'd play for anyone else, maybe two, Luke Ryan and Josh Kelly, and no one else is really getting a game anywhere else.
It's-
Agree.
But
I kind of can't believe TJ got the win here with Luke Ryan putting up a 178 captain, to be honest.
Literally.
It's just,
yeah.
if you think TJ's winning, you're thinking, oh yeah, did Luke Ryan score 300 or 400?
maybe
Yeah,
it's almost
well
a bit
said.
more of a reflection on where Pato Pumpsy's at this point of the season than it is on TJ, because he
G'day.
only scored 794.
Yeah.
So it's not a great score, but
You look at his team, and like Warple scored 52, and I remember when I played Pato, if you look on his score chart, he scored 150 on my head. I think that team was just running very hot, and I think it's cooling off.
yeah, and absolutely with you there, to be honest. You're always going to put up a respectable score with Merritt and Sarong rolling around each week.
Yeah.
Probably
He did.
maybe the two best mids, maybe. But
They're in the top five, I'd say.
alright. Yeah.
I did actually put him to the sword this week, Pato, and I put him as my training down, and he was not happy with that at all. And I've asked for a response. I've asked for a response, and this is what he's given me. So I don't know if that just says where Pato's head's at, where his team's at. I'll give it one more week.
Did have Nick Lawson on bye, the 7th ranked defender on the season, averaging 108. So that obviously does hurt a little bit, but you're still.
You're still starting
It's
lucky
like if you're
shorts.
missing a good player and you've got North. Like it just doesn't. It's not an excuse, is it?
Yeah,
I know.
agree.
We had Neil Bullen running so hot as well. He also dropped like 134 on me, I believe.
That was. I
Yeah.
believe that was both of your locks of the week. I went a little bit of a riskier with that, and it ended up paying off for me. But I believe that was your two lock of the week.
Yep. It
Alright.
was sadly.
Swoop Luke's versus Shy Latte.
Actually,
Bit of a nothing game, this one, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
Subpar side
Five-
against a less subpar side.
554. That could be a record. I'm not sure. I might have to check the history here. But for a full team that was trying, that is fucked.
Nah. No Libba, no Clary, no
let
Dusty.
me just read you out this Shy Latte side. So keeping in mind Tom Stewart was subbed off in the second quarter. Seb Ross, Bailey Williams, Jordan Sweet, Jamie Elliott, Tom Stewart, superstar, Lincoln McCarthy, James Aish, and Massimo D'Ambrosio. That is the worst side ever assembled.
Yeah, it's pretty pox. I mean, I'll give it to Ben. He did have a few outs, but still, you're not getting very far with that team. And then for Sammy, he's not happy with his power ranking this week. But I look at that list and I go, that's a subpar football side.
One
When
player
Lachie
over
Neale
100.
is your best player. I don't know. He doesn't do it for me, Lachie Neale. I don't know why.
One
There's just
player
something
over
about him.
100.
He's just not
Yeah, one player
exciting,
under.
is it? I don't
No,
know.
he's
Maybe
not.
that's what it is. Like
Yeah,
you lean towards your Butters, your Rosies,
yeah.
there's these type of Nick Dacos, these type of goal kicking midfielders, and Chalky's Neil just doesn't do it for us, does he?
Well said. Well
No,
said.
if he's not having 40, he's not blowing up the Supercoach sheet.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
No,
His
cool.
highest score of the year is 129, which is
so-
he's still top player, but he's not the top. Like he's
I
not
wouldn't
the
have
top
taken
player.
him first rounds, to be honest. I would have pivoted somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Champs versus Ethan. What are your thoughts on this one?
Jesus, that's
Wow.
a disappointing game for Tatey Sumpers. Yeah.
Yep.
Fellow podcast host, he's had a 142 from Cripper, a 122 from DeConing, a 112 from Blake, and he's managed to drop 730.
Yep. You
The
can thank
65 from his captain doesn't help.
Connor
to be
Rosie.
honest.
You can thank
That's got
there.
to be Connor Rosie's lowest score, I reckon, since he debuted. almost.
That is. I checked last year. He didn't have a lower score than that. His lowest score was 75 last year, and he put up 65 on the weekend.
Very consistent.
All I'm sort of hearing is a fair few excuses. You're rolling around Harvey Thomas in your side, so let's just maybe worry about filling Harvey Thomas's hole before we.
And what's dangerous?
Yeah, well,
79?
that hole has been filled this week. To your knowledge, Baz. Thank you very much, mate. He was a 1 week wonder, and he didn't perform. There's not much else I'll say about that.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
I reckon Champ's team underperformed this week too, to be honest. Dillmore 116 is nice, but
Ainsworth,
pretty much everyone else had an average week and he still dropped 830. I mean, Mitch Hinge is still just Mitch Hinge. He's just playing well every week, isn't he?
He's been really good, actually. He's averaging over the 100 mark now. He's gone 102.94 at the 76, but then 3 over 100. So he's gone 5 out of 6 over 94. I'd be happy with that.
Now,
definitely.
Riley versus Troy. I've got a bit to say on this one. I did say during last week that this is a Tom Green reliant team. That was thrown out there, and this is the response that I've been given. So I have got egg all over my face. He's had an absolute day out.
I didn't even realise how well his team played.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
There's no knock on the side. There's no knock on the side at the moment.
Game as well. Tom Green's off at 82, and he's dropped 1,000.
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
I don't know. I still look at that side and Grundy 160. It's just not going to happen again. Newcomb 130. I don't know.
I just can't get my head around Clark averaging 105 either.
But
that doesn't sit right with me.
But we keep saying this. We keep saying, his team's not that good. But every week he just keeps putting up a fucking score. I think credit where credit's due, Riley. This team is cracked the way it is playing at the moment. It is red hot. I wouldn't want to be playing him.
But the thing is, his team's at its peak and he's not on top of points scored.
Who's on top of points scored? Do we have
Big Basil. It's still actually pretty close. The top four is putting space between the rest of the league, but
what is the top four?
And then
Who's
Troy's
in the top
team, I think it's
me, it's myself.
Oh fuck, I'm fifth. Top 5 is just clear, I believe.
You're 300 points behind Dill, but yeah.
And I'm 2 and 4, and every other team is positive.
It's another skip week for Troyza here. No Chera, Hopper, Bolton, and Cherry's been killing it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I think the point spread's just too much for Chad Warner.
Yeah.
He's just sort of getting pushed out of that midfield, but no concerns there for Troyza, in my opinion.
I think I might have a bit of a different view on Troy's titty touches, but we'll touch on that later in the podcast.
Well, a bit of a sneak peek there.
Yeah.
I think his team is trending down. Not that it is my trending down, but I think it is not a good team.
Funny you mention that. That's pretty much just we'll have a touch on that later. But there's a nibble, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. All right. Myself versus Connor.
Wow. Can I just say, I put all my eggs in Connor's basket, and he just said, Ethan, you're a fucking peanut.
Yeah.
You're
Christmas
a fucking
is
peanut.
delivered in April.
Have a bit of Domsheed, 4 points. You can count the amount of points Domsheed scored on one of your hands. On one of your hands.
Yeah, it's a bit grim. I've gotten away with absolute murder here. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's not a bad score, is it?
Nah, but I wasn't expecting to win, so I was happy to come away with the points there. And then for Connor, just a down week, I think.
Pretty
down week.
Good scores from Jai Caldwell and Dan Houston and Liam. Douglas has continued to probably fly a little bit under the radar. And obviously he's pretty heavily reliant on Steele and Marshall, his 2 Saints boys, and they had a pretty down week as well. So it's not all doom and gloom at Baklava, or Balaclava as my friend Ethan likes to say.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Baklava. None of you guys wanted to interrupt me and tell me the whole time. No one said anything.
It was embarrassing.
Is this bloke retarded?
It was embarrassing for you. No, it was funny. It was worth it though.
Oh, the letters jumble up in my head.
You should have heard what they were saying about you during the week.
Yeah, don't tell
You
me.
should have heard.
Don't tell me.
I won't tell you. I won't tell you.
I don't want to know.
Big
Anyway.
Bass versus Spook Miller.
Yep. Wow.
Bit of a nothing match up
Bit of a
again.
skip game.
Just
he's
eight-
always said, you go, eh?
I was just going to say 18th showing why he is 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. It's
Dane
hard to do.
Zorko's career resurgence needs to be discussed.
35 years
Just
old.
Because
35 years old.
yeah, he's taking the piss.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Averaging
that's it.
108.
Is about when Sean Darcy comes back. CP's team will be good. He's got his mate Sean Darcy back. He's got Laird, Anderson, Martin. Got his mate Sean Darcy
but-
back, and he's dropped 670.
Yeah, but there has been some changes this week, which we will discuss soonish. So we can put that one past us. Matho and Gus.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this one?
Gus Brown's boys was my lock of the week, so I was pretty confident to see him get up by 71 points there. Underwhelming sort of performance from, I guess, Redmond, but the rest of his team, 90, 84, 100.
Harley Reid, that is
That's what I was about to touch on.
wow.
Hard to lose when you cop 150 from your forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who got given to you for free?
I don't.
Yeah.
You say that, but I don't know if, like, 143. I would probably bet my life that's his highest of the year.
Yeah. No, that's fair. He won't
for a
use
West
it.
Coast team.
He only had 19 touches though, so
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's a bit of room to grow there, and a bit of scoring potential, I think. But a respectable score from Mako FC, with no Mills, Rioli, Taranto. Yeah, respectable score.
Yeah. It's one of those
Plenty of
weeks.
player movement from both sides too this week as well. So
Yeah, it's been.
it's interesting.
It's when
I
you
reckon
look.
we'd be upwards of about 25 trades in the last week. I reckon it's been
Yeah.
just mayhem
Yeah.
as the commissioner. Just a text every 3 hours saying you accept this trade. It's, yeah,
I'd say-
wouldn't have it any other way.
I'd say more, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
I know I was messaging you about every 15 minutes. So
yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Well, that is the round review. Should we move on to the watch list?
Do you want to go through? So, just the tipping. I went, just people keeping a tally at home.
true.
I went 5 from 9, which is the worst out of us. Still went 6 out of 9, and Baz took the win with 7 out of 9 this week in the tipping. And we'll keep a running tally, obviously, through the whole year.
And
Total
whoever
score.
comes first
Gets a
gets
Bunnings
a free
voucher.
box of footy cards.
A box or just one? Packet.
No, box. Whole
Really?
box.
Alright, we'll do
Yeah.
that now. So whoever wins, the other two split a box and give it to
Yeah.
the winner.
Deal.
Perfect.
Let's do that.
Alright, done.
So it's good.
Done.
Lock it in.
Done.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Yeah. So the watch list. We know how this one works. Play we think we should be just following for the next few weeks. See how they go. We'll go over who we had last week and how they went, and then give us your one for this week. Start
go
with you, Amen.
Yeah, I'll go first just because I had Clary and he was obviously on the bye. But I still, like, the reason I brought him up is just because he is a massive watch. He's only had the one game over 100, and we know he had the surgery, and still looking to see how he does come back.
Yep. And who's your one for this week? Have you got anyone?
Yeah, I've got the traded around like a slut. You wouldn't believe it. The best player in the comp, Bontempelli. He's a watch because he's a watch just because he's landed on whose team did he go to?
doorstep.
Yeah, he's landed on CP's doorstep.
Yep.
Like if anyone can bring that team off the ground, you'd say it'd be Bontempelli.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
why he is my watch, just to see if he can bring this shit team off the ground. Can he
Oh,
bring this
okay.
shit team off the ground?
Spook Miller. Because I'd say I don't think they like the manager they're playing for. So I'd almost be keeping a watch on how Bont reacts to a new home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the coach has lost the group. He's completely lost the group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rumor
Also-
has it he was fucking there's a leaked recording of his message, and it's probably not worth being aired. It's too vulgar.
Yeah. Starts with F and ends with T is what he said, and he
Yep.
should get a long fine for it. A long fine.
We should do like a tribunal comment of the week.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Of what someone says, and we'll put CP in this week.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
he
won't
can
repeat
face.
what he said, but
Nah, rhymes with
Just-
agates.
yeah,
Yeah. Not good. Not we don't sort of condone that stuff on this podcast.
Nah.
yeah.
So we won't be airing that, of course.
On that as well, actually, got a technical foul in last night in basketball for calling someone a spastic. So sent off for 5 minutes at the end of the game. Had to play 4-on-4. Lost by 2 points. So
Not great, is it?
nah, it's not great. It's not great. What about you, Basil?
Yeah, I had last week on the watch list. He's created a bit of controversy, put him on the watch list, and then I think proceeded to trade for him about 3 hours later. It'd be Jordan Dawson. As I said, touched on last week, his average was down about 30 points, 35 points I think it was. And yeah, as any good analyst does, they follow their own advice. So yeah, followed my own advice, traded for Dawson, who was on the watch list, and he bounced back with a 168. He had 2 goals, 31 touches, and 9 tackles. So I think I'm not expecting a 168, but I think he's well and truly back.
Yeah, will be interesting to see what happens with Crouch coming back into the side, whether that'll affect his scoring. But
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah.
And my one for this week is Dustin Martin. Is he washed?
he's
Average of 95 last year, down to 74 this year. Is he officially washed?
he is a washed potato. He will be sent to the Spud factory soon, I think.
I'm not willing to say that yet, to be honest.
Really?
He's on washed watch. I think as a
Yep.
Supercoach forward, he could still have some potential, but I don't know. He could also just ride off into the sunset. So I'm just sort of
What's he worth, you reckon, in a trade, hypothetically?
as in a real
Is it
life
200
AFL trade.
No, a Supercoach trade.
I wouldn't
What's
have
his
thought it'd
value,
be
you
much.
reckon?
No, it'd be more name value as
Yeah,
opposed to actual real
agree.
life value at the moment. I would have thought.
Agree.
But you know, all the boys, Taranto, Hopper, bloody all Richmond's midfield's injured. So does he get some midfield minutes? He probably doesn't want to. I think he hates playing footy now. So
Yep.
but
Fair
anyway,
enough.
here's a watch. Can he pick back up to a low 90 average? Guess we'll
Yep.
find out.
I like it. And my watch for this week is... Oh, sorry, my watch last week was John Newcomb, actually, who...
He went crazy.
Yeah,
Responded.
He
had a
went
day
crazy.
Out. He had a day out against North. But in saying that, it's North, so...
North. I think everyone's
I
had a
mean,
day out
but
against
I
North,
asked for a
haven't they?
response and I got the response, so that's a good start. And hopefully he just continues in that upward trajectory. And my watch for this week is my captain, actually, from last weekend, Errol Goulden. Now, he was a top 10 pick in this year's draft, and everyone
I
thought...
believe he was pick 11.
Was he? Pick 11?
Yeah, it's pick 11.
There you go.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, pick 11.
Top
So
11
he's a
pick.
high draft pick.
I'll say it.
And I think he had about 24 votes in the last 9 games of the last season.
Yep.
So everyone was expecting big things from this year, and I would almost say he may have less than 5 votes so far this year.
Well, I think so. I think Heaney
Yeah.
would have told them all. So
100%. Yeah, but I'm saying he hasn't really fired a shot this year.
no.
And I'm just keen to see what happens, because there's just so many points getting taken off on that team.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if he's the guy this year playing on a wing. It's hard to score points playing on a wing, no matter how good you are. So
He's probably
I don't
like, I don't think anyone would argue he's the best winger in the comp.
he's the best player in the comp, but I just
Yeah, does that-
it's
it
hard
doesn't
with that
translate
team.
necessarily.
But
Yeah.
that's it. He's the best winger in the comp.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah,
Who gives a fuck about who plays on the wing?
yeah.
He's got 3, so 6 games this year he's played. He's got 3 under 100. One being a 98, but still 3 under 100.
Yep,
Yeah.
still counts.
And only 2 over 110. So
Yeah.
yeah,
He
I
also
think
had
he's
24
name
touches
value.
in the second half.
Yeah.
I've
I think
been
that
on
name
this-
value's really getting him.
Yeah, I've been on this train for a little while. I think he's quite overrated. And like, you know, if LDU wasn't taken at 5, he could be the one we're talking about as one of the worst first rounders, I believe, at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
First round picks.
Yeah.
He's playing well. Like, he's not playing like that bad, but for a first rounder, you want just the chockies every week.
What's he averaging? 105.
100%.
Yeah. I think maybe Lockie Neal, I'd argue, is probably a worse first round pick.
Or maybe James Sicily, maybe that one.
Wow,
and
yeah.
while we're on the topic of James Sicily, the owner of James Sicily needs to sort his shit out because he is asking some absurd amount for James Sicily.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to address that because he needs to pull his finger out. And I'm going to call him out. Jay Winicky, pull your fucking finger out because it's a disgrace.
Yeah. It's I don't know what fucking rock he thinks everyone else is living under.
Oh, mate. I don't know.
I was throughout the week. I was offered James Orko and James Sicily for Harry Sheasel and Sam Flanders. For those who aren't sure, I'm pretty sure Flanders and Sheasel are like two of the top 7 players in Supercoach at the moment.
Yep. And James Sicily, is a top 30 defender maybe at the moment?
Yeah.
I think he's averaging 90.
Is 24th defender rank.
Yeah. And sometimes, you just got to suck up your fate and just realise that you've made the wrong call and move on. But, some people's egos just can't, you can't.
It's hard.
It gets in the way sometimes. Yeah, it's
hard.
We saw, who picked LDU? Troy? He swallowed his pride.
Yeah.
And look at him now, he's flourishing. So, Jay, just pull your finger out, mate. All right.
Yeah, I like it.
Next up, what have we got? We have got the team stocks. Yeah.
Ooh,
I'll start us off with this one, actually.
Yep.
I had Baklava FC stock rising last week, and I tell you what, that was an absolutely beautiful move by me. Worked an absolute treat because his team just shit the bed this week. We don't have to go over it again because we saw what happened.
Not worth the paper putting on, is it?
And I'll just touch on my stock falling. Pato Pumpsy, we know, you've got a shit team. It's simple as that. And we need to see a bit more from you. My stock rising this week. Now, this might be a bit of a freebie, but I'm going to go with CP. I just think, obviously his team literally can't get any worse because I don't know, he may as well just not field a side. But Nick Martin goes back, Bont comes in, Laird goes out. I just think,
tick, tick, so far, isn't it?
tick, tick, tick. Saligo comes in, who's outscored Laird the past 3 weeks as well. He's also just picked up Jack Bowes off the waivers, who's averaging about 100 almost.
Yep.
Over the past 3. I just think his team is on the up, obviously. But he could be in for a big win against Gus this week, potentially.
It is a dangerous game. I had him last week and he absolutely fucking burnt me. So good luck.
Yeah. And then my stock falling is going to be... Who's my stock falling? It is Ben Shy Latte.
Oh, yeah.
Just an abysmal side, to say the least.
Last year, I don't think.
Yeah, abysmal side.
I'll just jump in. I've got the same trending down, so we've covered that now. Like, that team, you look at it, Ben King, he is somehow still on a roster. Averaging 60, 5-round average of 50.
James H scoring 29 last week. I reckon I could score 29 points if you throw me in a game for 3 quarters.
And Seb Ross, come on. It's not it's not 2017 anymore, is it?
Could almost throw Dusty in there too, even though
Dusty
he's on the watch list.
averaging 73.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Interesting. That's me. Who's your stock rising? Yeah, we'll go through that as well. Do you want to talk about your ones from last week, actually? See how they went?
Yeah, well, I had Ben trending down, so...
Oh, okay. So you've stuck with it.
No, I didn't. You
had yourself.
I had myself trending down, which was correct, because I lost.
How do you think that's going? Do you think you're still trending down, or on the right trajectory?
Well, I'm playing you this week, so I could easily have another loss. And I'm sitting 15th at the moment, which I think I'm pretty hard done by with my points for, but whatever.
Yeah.
Look, if the boys just show some fucking fight this week, I'll be happy, because, it's just been fucking flat. Connor Rosie, 65, go fuck yourself, mate.
I'm surprised you haven't shipped him off to the sales, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he might be packing his bags. I don't know. He's fucking looking at me funny.
Fair enough.
But,
and then your stock rising?
I cannot remember. I think it was Eden, I believe.
It was Eden. It was Nankervis you had.
Probably a poor week to pick him on the stock rising, considering his best player wasn't playing. But Yeah, no, fair enough.
Well, he was
his team
playing
does look
me
solid.
and he beat me, so you know, 2 out of 2,
No,
I
fair
suppose.
enough.
So I went down, he went up. That's what I said.
Easy picking.
Alright, now who's your stock rising this week?
Stock rising this week is it's the big Bassa butt plugs. Jay
Big Bassett
Winnicky.
butt plugs.
I've got him rising. I think he knocks Troy off this week just because I think
Wow.
Troy's team's overrated. And you know, if Zorko keeps this up, DeGoey comes back in. You know, William Drew can score anything.
He's hit a little bit of form now. Here you go.
Yeah.
by the
Yeah,
way.
he does.
He had a few shocking weeks there, but he's now got a 3-round average of 100 with 2 tons. He had a 55, but then he's come back out with a 138 and a 105.
I wouldn't say it too loud because he'll probably message you asking for Zach Butters for him. So
yeah.
let's just keep that on the down low.
Nah, I've got him trending up. I think he knocks off Troy, and he had a good win last week as well. So
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Good choice. I like it.
Thanks, mate.
Basil? Have you gone
Yeah,
yet?
last week's trending up, I had Spook Miller. Just pretty much for the reasons I said, getting Sean Darcy back, and that's all he's been saying. Disappointed, scored fucking 680 in one of the most abysmal displays of management I've ever seen. So, that
Yeah.
didn't work out. This week's trending up, I have gone with Matho FC, sitting 17th. So once
Yeah.
again, kind of that easy pickings. He's I don't necessarily think he's brought better players into the club, but he's done what he needs to do by trading out Taranto and Mills for some players that are going to score him some points now. So he's got Goulden in, he's got Will Day, he's just got some players, Errol Goulden, he's got some players that are scoring points this week. So I think it was a good move. Good move.
Now,
from
just
Matho
on
FC.
that, I don't know where his head's at because I speak to him last week, right, and he goes to me, Errol's not good. Will Day is going to average less than Tim Kelly. He's been trying to ship off Taylor Adams for the past week to everyone. He's just trying to give him away at this point.
Taylor Adams was like on a good score at halftime, and he's like, "Oh my god, he's the best player ever."
Yeah.
The cunt didn't even fucking turn up.
I know.
Yeah.
He scored 87. I reckon he was on 70 at
just-
halftime.
I just don't know where his head's at the moment
Just backing
to
up
give
all
away.
that Will Day talk. He's he said Will Day will average 105, all this stuff, and I think he's actually offered him to 12 people at this point.
He said to me the other day that Will Day will average less than Tim Kelly. That's what he said to me, and Tim Kelly is averaging about 93, I think. So I don't know. And now it just doesn't make any sense what goes through his head. And then he says Errol Goulden's no good, and now he's got Errol Goulden, so he's given up Nick Dagos for Errol Goulden.
Now he's the best player in the whole league.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a band-aid fix, but is it? I don't know. Yeah, it did need to happen because he wasn't making the 8 otherwise.
That's my trending up.
Yeah, like it.
Trending down, I had Max King's Army. Reasons being lost Canelio to injury. Kieran Briggs just looks like he gets beaten by an under 14 girl side out there. He just looks fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And he had Ridley out for another 4 to 6. But I think he responded well with an 870 something he scored. Got rid of Ridley, got rid of Canelio. For once again, sort of same as Will, he got some points in the door. And this week's trending down. I'm sure this bloke will fucking hate this, and I'll hear about it all week. But gone Troy's titty touches. He's
Talk about a fragile mind, just quietly. Fragile mind.
It's hard, isn't it? He's up there. Anyway, he's traded for a guy whose role's now a forward pocket. I'm not sure if he knew that before doing the trade. Let Dill talk him into it somehow, which, whatever. Big fan of Bolton and Yo in his side, but outside of that, not really too sure. Jared Berry, Zach Guthrie, Chad Warner, as we've sort of touched on with Goulden. Obviously, Goulden's a lot better player than Chad Warner, but there's about 30 mouths to feed in that midfield.
Hasn't gone over.
He keeps banging on about his fucking Lloyd Meek trade, yet Lloyd Meek's just gathering dust on his bench. Same with Hopper. So, he's my trending down and trending down in a hurry.
Yeah, I think just touching on that, he's given up Nasser and Chera for Laird because he's just dropped Cam Rayner. So
I don't know why he did that. Why did he drop Cam Rayner?
I was absolutely licking my lips when that one came through. But Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you just got to let people cook and see what happens. So
I think
hopefully it
I
works
think
out
Troy's
well
in
for
a
him.
similar boat to Bass's butt plugs. And even Matho in a sense. Troy's every time I talk to Troy, he acts like Nasai Wanganeen Miller is the best halfback flanker of the 21st century, and then ships
Yep.
him off for a bloke that's playing half forward.
Yeah, and I just think that Chera, when he's back, like, will average the same as Laird, if not. Or I don't think he'll necessarily average more, but I think he'll be averaging about 105 by the end of the year. And he's given away Wang for free pretty much, who's probably a top 10 defender in the
Nah, I
league.
don't reckon.
So, you reckon?
Nah.
He's averaging 100 at the moment.
What did he score last week?
69. So he's 14th ranked at the moment.
Yeah, top
And
10 my
and
ass.
that's what
98.
98 he's averaging. Yeah, there you go.
With a
So he's
round
the
average of 92. But
so he's the
you've got-
14th ranked defender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's room for improvement there. I don't know. He's Mac Andrew and Sam Close here above him. I don't know how long that's going to last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm just not sure it'd be top 10, that's all.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Nonetheless, still a win, I think, on a trade, to be honest. I don't think he's end of season position. And let's face it, Dill will probably trade him before this week. So
Yeah, I don't mind the risk though, to be honest. Taking on Laird. I don't believe into the forward pocket hype too much because I wouldn't have traded for him if I thought he was going to play forward pocket.
you would have because you knew you were just going to trade him 10 minutes later anyway.
Oh, spot on. All right, round preview time. Let's go with Baz's Big Balls versus Joji. We'll go through it and then we'll do our tips at the end.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start myself off with my matchup.
Or just to say who you're going to win, who thinks is going to win when you go through it.
Okay. Well, we'll go through it and then I'll decide because I won't actually go through it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving you a winner. Is that what I'm doing?
No, just tell me. We'll do a review.
A little bit, yeah. I'm obviously going to back myself in, but we touched on George's team before, and it is trending up. George Hewitt looks good again. Max Holmes and Bailey Dale both trending up. Tim English, I still feel like he's a little bit reliant on Tim English on a big score from him. Otherwise, I don't think he's got that sort of star power. Took Miller obviously solid, but there's a lot of mouths to feed there, so I'm going to back myself in a tight one.
Okay. I am going to tip George in this one actually.
Is that you're going to be 0-2 after this week? At some point we'll win, but
Now,
yeah.
my thinking behind this is I don't really have any thinking behind it. I just think George's team looked good. I don't know. I just like him this week. Gold Coast against West Coast. Tuke's probably going to have a good game.
So Sam Flanders on my side won't have a good game.
Sydney against
No, it's
Hawthorn.
just Sydney
Happily could
against
probably kick a couple.
Hawthorn.
I think I'm
Exactly.
leaning George as well, to be honest. I think it'll
Yeah.
be tight.
What
You're
do you
rolling
reckon
out.
Dawson's going to do to North. I'm the captain Dawson. He's going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're playing
So
Liam
it's all-
Ryan, Baz.
Yeah, I think you got confused with Luke Ryan, mate. That's you got
You
Liam
obviously
Ryan.
didn't say that he's moved to halfback.
Oh, actually, I haven't seen.
Yeah,
No.
there you go.
Yeah,
No,
well,
haven't seen it
if he
either.
plays
Anyway,
halfback, he's got no fucking tick of that bloke. Have you seen him play?
That's
He
right.
barely runs around.
No,
He sells rugs on the side, mate.
Have
He
you
sells
seen him
rugs.
try and sell a rug?
He sells
Fucking
rugs.
hell.
Baz has got a rug.
Yeah.
He would be selling
Yeah.
rugs.
Little rugger.
That's right.
Well, anyway. Okay,
Johns versus John Cock. That's
Well,
jeez.
Did Ethan go through that matchup? Said George.
Yeah, George.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm going George. Like,
Yeah.
I think it'll be close. I don't
This is
rate Zach
because-
Fisher, to be honest. Mitch
I'd almost say
Duncan's okay.
matchup of around that one, to be honest. Baz and George. It'll be a close game, I reckon.
Yep, third versus 6, and I think I'll tip George to beat you. Just
Brave boys.
yeah, I don't know. I just got a feeling. Does Sheasel go to forward, Baz, as well? Have you heard that one?
Oh.
Sheasel half flank forward,
No.
dead position.
I wonder why he was trying to give him away this week.
Yeah, he tried to give him away. He's acting like
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Not
He
good.
wanted-
If they move Harry Sheasel to the forward line, that's the dumbest coaching decision of all time.
Well, it's not working at the moment because they just lost by about 50 to Hawthorn. So
So moving Sheasel to the forward line.
something's gotta change.
He's fucking prime plugger.
yeah, fair enough.
Anyway. Also,
John
Family
versus
Cheesy,
John Cock.
He's playing 5 forward flankers.
Yeah.
Baffled.
I think Peter wins this one. Well, he should win this week. If he doesn't win this one, it's a worry. No Uncle Toby though this week, so he's gonna have to play someone else down forward.
TJ's got 2 on the trot. Just I'll put that out there.
Yeah. Luke Parker back too.
And he's
Interesting.
active on the app apparently, so that is someone take a
That
photo of
team's
that.
actually starting to look okay, to be honest. I don't hate it.
Viney, Kelly.
Viney, Kelly, Luke Parker. Luke Parker playing half forward flank probably though.
Daniels is solid.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Sam Taylor hopefully plays this week. Scrimshaw played well on the weekend actually. Scored 108. But I'm gonna go Graham John Cock. Personally.
Yeah, I'll lean the same. I'm gonna go Graham Johncock, but my upset of the week could be Tyler Johns. I look at Graham Johncock and where does he get a big score from?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not Matt Crouch, and he's got his captaincy on him.
Yeah, so
Matt Crouch against
would
North
hope-
though.
I
Yeah.
would hope
He's
that
gonna
he,
rack 'em up.
moves that captaincy, but I will go Graham Johncock in a close one.
I'm going to go TJ.
Ooh, I like it. I like
Luke
it.
Ryan puts up 350 for him, and he just...
You've started 0-2 in tipping this week. Go on, George and
like
TJ.
Yep. Oh, I get 2 back on you quick.
Unlike
And then the footy cards are all mine. And I'm going to get a Star Wild because there's 1 Star Wild in every box.
Sammy versus you. What do we reckon?
That's
It's be a good game as well, actually.
14th v 16th.
Yeah, but you look at those teams on paper; they're not horrible.
Didn't you just say before the Swoop Luke's team was horrible?
It's horrible, but I'm saying like when you compare the two, I'm like it's not a horrible game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the Swoop Lukes. I'm not backing a bloke rolling out. Not backing a bloke rolling out Lipinski and Justin McInerney as his 2
This
forwards.
just
to be honest.
screams Lipinski scoring 40 this week, doesn't it? This one.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
It's a tough one, actually.
Swoop Lukes pretty comfortably, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sweet Licks too. I'm gonna go Sweet Licks too.
Shit.
I think I maybe believe in the Swoop Lukes side a little bit more.
Zach Butters though and Briggs he's got to be back. Is Oscar McInerney back? He went out. Is he back?
Yeah, I think so, but
Oh fuck! I'm gonna go Hugh. I'm just gonna try and get some tips back.
Oh, here we go.
Because Zach Butters, Nick Newman came back into form. Kyle Amon had a bad game. I think he bounces back. Lipinski obviously offsets that. McGrath is pretty good. Dacos can maybe ton up. And
Yep.
you know Sam's playing Bradley Hill, who's just like overperforming. Fiorini, I've had him myself. He can literally score 50. I'm just going to go Max King's Army. Gets it done, to be honest.
I like it. Alright, Nankervis versus
you gonna back
Pato.
any favourites today or not? Just all
No, mate. You don't make money backing the favourites.
oh,
That's it.
I was 7-9
I've
last
learned
week.
that the hard way. Eden versus Pato.
Tell that to the kids that can't fucking eat
Now-
tonight.
Now this is a great round. This one actually for Supercoach. Pato's going to think I hate him here, but I'm going to tip Champa.
You hate Pato. You hate him.
I'm going to tip
You literally
Champa.
said before the podcast started, I fucking hate Pato, don't
I know.
Yeah, I did say that.
Was that in the podcast? No.
I think we might have got
Nah,
that
it
one.
was before the podcast.
What is it? Is
Um,
it looks like a banana.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, no,
One of the worst
can't
tennis
repeat it.
players he's ever seen, I think he said.
The back arm of a guy with cerebral palsy, I heard.
Yeah, I'm going to go Champa. I just think that's a good looking side. And if Gresham pulls out another 26 touch game, then that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just where it sort of falls apart a little bit. He's running hot. You'd agree, Baz, as a Bomber supporter?
Yeah, I've been really happy with him, more from an AFL point of view than a Supercoach point of view. I don't know that I'd be playing him in Supercoach, but he's looks good out there. Maybe stands up for his first Anzac Day, potentially.
Or does the pressure get to him? It goes either way.
Yeah. No, I'm going to back Nankervis as well, though. I look at Pato's team. I'll go Nick Loston tick, Zach Merritt tick, and Caleb Sarong tick, and then I nearly throw up looking at the rest of that side.
He's picked up Josh Worrell. That's all I had.
Yeah.
He's very inconsistent. But in saying that, I'm going Pato. So this is going to be very interesting because I don't have the same tip as Baz in the first 4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
He's projected a full, 80 more.
Yeah, I could almost bet my life savings that Neil Bourne doesn't score 95, but that's, I'm happy with that. Yappa Yappa versus Shy Latte.
Oh, this is
Skip.
lock
Just
of the
a
week.
genuine skip.
Oh, I'm just going to put my lock of the week on Riley. His team just keeps getting it done, and Ben's team is pretty abysmal.
Yeah, I'm going to put my lock of the week on this one too, actually. This is just... Oh, yeah, it's a snooze fest. It is a snooze fest, this one.
Yeah,
But
I'll back Yappa Yappa. I won't be using my lock of the week, but I will
Oh,
be
he
using
hasn't used his lock of the week.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yep.
Alright. Here we go. The one they've all been waiting for. Dills Muff Plungers versus Tatey Thumpers.
Yep.
You're going to be
What do we think?
You're going to be a player short, Dill.
And I'm still going to win.
Are you actually going to be a player short?
Nah, I'm not. That's alright, mate. Don't freak out. I'll find someone. I'll find someone. Well, I don't know what to say. It's been a big week. My eyes are sore from looking at the screen for so long, but it's finally come together.
So
what do you reckon, eh?
Look, this is pretty close to the best team I can field. So
Yep.
if they don't show any fucking fight,
Yeah.
I'll put the cue in the rack and start thinking about next year because it's all downhill.
Well, you've got a big task in front of you, mate. You got a big task in front of you. So,
I look at your team and I actually think it is beatable, especially this week.
You think that team's beatable?
Yep. What did Noah Anderson score on the weekend? Was it 50?
Yeah, 50.
Jeremy
50.
Govan?
What did Connor Rose score on the weekend?
65.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Settle. So, are you tipping yourself here, Ethan?
You got to go, yeah, because you won't be the favourite, so tip yourself. You don't want these footy cards, do you?
I'm going to tip Dill because then if I lose, if I win, then I win. But if I lose, then I win the tip. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Smart.
So I win either way, really.
I'm going to tip myself.
You're an idiot.
I find it hard to back a bloke that's building Finn Callahan in his side. However,
does the Gawn, Heaney, Anderson
not
make up for it?
What did Wang score last week?
No, back Dill.
Yeah.
What did Wang score last week?
Okay. That's enough, Ethan.
That's enough. We'll see in a week's time, mate. We'll
no
have a
answer.
chat about this.
Oh, I can't wait. I actually, upset of the week, I'm going myself.
This just shows where your head's at, mate. If you think your team's that shit.
I've put it on myself. Upset of the week.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
15th versus second, and I just David versus Goliath, and I just give him a fucking uppercut, and we get it done.
A few too many head knocks at work, I reckon, Tony.
Yeah.
A few too many. I don't know. Not muches.
Much of
Bassa versus Troy's. Just some unbelievable names there. Well, that's... I don't know. It's a weird one, this.
Troy is going to be able to fill that forward spot. Yeah.
Yeah, Dixon got kicked.
He's got 3 forwards. It's Josh Tracy. He's on the roster.
I do find it hard to back a bloke that's playing Ned Reeves. I don't think Ned Reeves will get picked, will he?
Big O? He'll play Big O surely over Ned Reeves.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe Big O is not
I think
healthy.
after the feedback on yesterday's reports, after saying you can't win a flag playing 3 Brisbane players and Big O, he might have taken some feedback on that. Potentially.
Yeah. I'm tipping Jay. He was my trending up. And, Troy could almost be my trending down, but he wasn't. But keep that in mind, Troy. And
this is tough.
That's where my head's at.
I just don't see Troy's captain putting up enough points here.
Yeah, and Tex
tough, though,
Walker
'cause they're
playing
playing
North
North.
Melbourne, just quietly. Tex Walker playing North Melbourne.
Yeah, it's a great call, actually. I'm going
That
to go
is
Jay Bass's butt
a
plugs too.
big bag. He could actually
like
score
that.
200. If I'm Jay,
like
I'm
that.
almost putting captaincy on him. Captaincy on him.
It's
I don't
not the
mind that
same
either.
text this year. It's not the same text
Yeah,
this year.
you
as
say
it was
that.
last
But
year.
You say that
but
until
he's
he
going to have
is.
Lee Kalir on him. Oh, well, no, not Lee Kalir, but the other, you know.
Like
I'm not going to say that, but you know what I mean. The other, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck, you can't say that.
What's his name? Biggie?
You gotta say
You
that.
go a new one. You can't
Yes.
Pull that one out the potty. You know what I mean?
Legalier plays for GWS.
Enough talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, but you get the gist.
That's fine.
I'll go Bass's butt plugs as well. I think Tagoe trending up. Zorko's far.
Yo
Brayshaw-
has to be due for a shit game too, just quietly.
yeah,
He's been taking the
a soft
piss.
Tissue, or a soft tissue.
Yeah, one of the two. Kleenex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bassa.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be a good game too. This is a great round. Matho versus Baklava.
I think this might be my match of the round, to be honest. 17th versus 13th.
Yeah, 17th versus 13th. Yum.
Yeah.
It's not good in that sense, but just a couple of teams that, you know, Matho would think his team is probably better than 17th, but
Tell you what, it's a nice midfield, that one. Will Day,
stats don't lie.
Welsh, Goulden.
I
If
don't know
Goulden
who
can
to
turn
pick
it
up,
on.
to be honest. I'm really struggling looking at this one.
I'm going to go Matho FC, personally. That's me. I like that team a lot, actually, now. The thing is, like, Charlie could legit score 160 any week, too. Like,
Don't know, yeah.
it's just... And he's not that key forward that scores, like, 30 either. It's like he's just good. You know what I mean?
He's going to score, he's going to get you a 70.
Yeah, he's going to get you a 70 on a bad week, so... I like that pick.
The lowest of the year is 75.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
It's tight. Connor's got Houston.
Houston, Steele, Marshall, Duggan, and Caldwell's been playing really well as well. I'm going to back. Oh, geez, this is.
Fuck, I'll back Macado just because I don't want to hear him yap on about how good Taylor Adams is and then try and trade him.
I'll go. Just so we've got a little bit of balance, I will go Baklava FC to get the job done.
Balaclava.
My thinking is Errol Goulden versus Hawks is going to have a day out. I just think, I don't know. I just think they'll have a better week. Yeah, I'd be captaining Errol if I was Matho, but that's just me.
You
Does
can't not captain Walsh, can you?
Does Sam
Yeah,
Walsh
true.
get through the year? That's my question.
Probably not.
That's pretty ballsy having Sam Walsh and Taylor Adams in the same team.
That is a couple of hammies waiting to happen.
Get Hopper and Prestia in. Fucking hell, that's the.
Prestio needs to retire, doesn't he? He has to.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Alright.
Browns boys versus Spooky Spook.
Last one. Just quietly, have you ever seen a team that's 18th projected 943?
Nah.
Probably not.
That is the highest projected of the week, but you don't... Oh, no, Hayden, and I don't think you'd go over that as well. So, top 3 projected for the 18th team, who currently is Owen.
Gus was my lock of the week last week, and he really delivered.
Gus would want to be watching the Anzac Day game because he's got 4 players playing.
That's technically 5 if you count Dacos.
Might we add just a new look team for both these guys, actually?
Yeah.
They're pretty much, yeah. Gus has Dacos now.
Yeah.
CP's got Bont.
I'm going to go Spook Miller to get one on the board. He has to eventually, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's screaming for one, isn't he?
Yeah, I think I'll back him in as well.
Yeah.
The 2 S. Darcys.
And just, this isn't a watch list player, but just someone to keep an eye out for, Jack McRae, this weekend. Just keen to see how he goes
Yeah.
with Liver back.
Just as
I
likely to be
don't
the
know.
sub, isn't he?
It's just an interesting watch, I think.
Did you trade
McRae,
him
but
already?
I traded him for 5. Yeah.
That's not a good trade.
No,
Anyway.
it's not because I traded Dacos for Bont as well in that trade.
And then you traded Bont for Laird and who?
Laird and Anderson, and then I traded
That's a dumb
Laird
trade.
for Wang and Chera. So I basically got Wang
So
and Chera and Anderson.
you turned the Bont into
Wang and Chera.
Wang and Gerard. That's good, mate. Yeah, no, that's good.
No, and Anderson.
Anderson scores 50. Yep. Keep going.
He was averaging like 118 before that. But
Yeah, no, it's
If you
just,
give away
you
the
just don't
bond.
listen to him, Baz. Don't
The
listen to haters.
number one player in the league, averaging
No,
118.
as I said to Charlie last night, it would be unfair if I had the three best players
I
in this
did-
game in my team.
It would have
be.
been.
I can't have Gorn, Heaney, and Bond. That's just ridiculous.
It actually
I
would have
gotta
been.
spread the load.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm not. Anyway, enough about me. Let's go to our what is it? The player of the week.
Yep. So last week, the viewers they came, they commented, they spoke, and it is Elliot. Well, no, it's Luke Ryan.
Luke Ryan, mate.
Ryan
Luke Ryan.
got
just
home.
carrying TJ over the line. So
Told
congratulations to Luke. We'll try and get him on the phone in the next few weeks and give him his armband.
Ashley Martin or some hair dye or something. Just
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, bit of
pink hair
Redkin.
dye.
Bit of Redkin.
Yeah. Also, we've got 4 minutes left on this recording, so we've got to get through this pretty quick.
Okay.
Ah.
Have we done our upsets and locks? Have you both done
No,
that?
well, yeah, we've done it good enough.
I've done mine. Yep.
I'm going to do, just quickly, I'm just going to do CP as my upset on ladder. He's projected more, but it's on ladder percentage. And I'll go the same. I'll go Yappa Yappa as my lock of the week. Said I wouldn't, but I can't find any other locks. I'll go Yappa Yappa. Just quickly.
Yep.
I like it. I'm going to go... No, we'll keep it.
Yeah, I've already done mine. Do we want to do?
The player of the week, and then that's
yeah.
it, because we've got literally 3 minutes left.
Okay, go.
My player of the week is Harley Reid.
Really?
Yeah, Harley Reid. He had 148, I want to say. And Connor would just be kicking himself at the moment because he took the absolute piss on the weekend. And if he had pulled out a 50, like his first 3 weeks, he wouldn't have beaten Matho. So a 150 was the difference in the end. And that's huge. So that's mine. What about you boys?
I'll go. My player of the week is, I don't know if I'm going to steal this because I actually wasn't prepared, but I'll go Jordan Dawson, 168, who landed on
Simple choice.
Baz's team. Very weirdly, thank you.
Fitted in
Peter.
seamlessly, some might have said.
Yeah, well,
he did.
It's not hard when you give up Horn Francis.
Part
is
of
it?
the furniture, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he's right at home there. I've had about 30 messages this week for him, but anyway, we'll move on. I think mine's a pretty obvious choice. Bailey Dale.
Yeah.
He's got, as we touched on before, George won by 28 points, and he's got a 175 from Bailey Dale. So
I thought Pete had Bailey Dale. There you go.
That's the player of the week.
Yeah, no, that's a great call. Yeah, love it. No, that's huge. All right, so just everyone get your votes in during the week, and we'll see. We'll go from there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is that it? I think that's all we got time for today.
Believe that's it.
Yep, just quickly, Harley Reid, what contract would you give him?
30 years, 3 million.
No.
Seriously, I've gone 6 mil for 5 years, plus under the table. On the table.
You're not gonna. I'd go 8 or 9 years because that's what you're gonna need. Contracts don't mean as much, but I'd go 9 years, $12 million.
Oh.
But does Harley Reid sign that? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you can opt out of him anyway. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Mental
I
health.
think you got to give him way overs to keep him anyway. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alright.
I like it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
your
guys.
upsets of the week will be pretty wrong. As big balls will steamroll George pretty comfortably, and we'll have him on the pod next week to discuss, I think.
Alright.
Sounds good. Keen to hear.
Sounds good. See you, lads.
All right, see you, gents.
Bye. Wait, get it.
No, you went first.
No, let me. How do I pause it?
Oh. All right.
Did you stop?